I was at Walmart one day and I was seeing these awesome candy bouquets, but then I looked and I scanned it and they were over $20 for one. So I wanted to see if I spent $20, how much would they end up being? I went ahead and got some green foam, some foam scatter, ribbon, candy, tissue paper, and some items from Dollar Tree, including the bow and the candy and the balloon. You're also going to be needing a ribbon and scissors and a ruler. My first thing I'm going to be doing is figuring out how big I want the foam to go. I realized I wanted to have it below the candy boxes. That way the candy boxes would be fully covered. So once I have my piece of foam to go inside of my candy boxes, I'm taking a piece of tissue paper and I'm just going to be wrapping it around my foam. Once I secure it with a rubber band, I realized, wait a second, that's not how I want my boxes to look. So I needed to cut it in half. Make sure you have your candy boxes arranged the way you want to before you cut your foam. That way you're not wasting foam. So now that I have all of the candy boxes arranged how I went ahead and lay them out and realized about 2/3 of the way is where I want to hot glue them to my foam. So by attaching the candy boxes with hot glue and then putting a whole bunch of hot glue on each of the candy boxes, I was able to stick it to the foam, and to let it set while it dried, I went ahead and just secured it with a rubber band. Next, I thought I bought heart table scatter. No, I ended up buying these foam heart ornaments, so I needed to cut off all of the ribbon on top of them first, and I realized it left a huge hole on top where I needed to fill it in with my red Sharpie. I went ahead and stuck my individual balloon I got from Dollar Tree into the back of the foam and started hot gluing all of the skewers that we got from, at this time, we got it from Hobby Lobby, which is not the way to go. Get them from Dollar Tree, you can get them a lot cheaper. So I went ahead and hot glued all of my skewers onto the candy that I chose. I chose to make a chocolate candy bouquet. So I was picking out all of the chocolate through this variety bag of chocolate that I got for $10 from Walmart. So once I glued all of the pieces onto the skewers, I went ahead and found another piece of tissue paper that I got for 97 cents at Walmart, and I'm going to be wrapping those around the skewers. That way we're not seeing all of that wood, and it also helps fill in space, which helps you save money on your candy bouquet. I then go ahead and fold it around each of the skewers and realize I need to make this a lot smaller. You don't need a lot of tissue paper, but I did put the red behind it so you wouldn't see the white from this cute side of the tissue paper. I realized it wasn't looking that cute, so I went ahead and put just a dot of hot glue and gently squeezed it to form the tissue paper more around the skewer. I went ahead and make sure you realize when you put it on one side that it's the right side up. I realized I totally glued them on upside down. Thankfully, I was able to gently pull off the hot glue and get them rearranged. This front M&M says who it's from and who it's to. And I went ahead and did the same thing of wrapping the tissue paper around the skewer to cover up that wood. Once I get it all arranged, I go ahead and I need to cover up this ribbon. So I just tie some of that ribbon that I used from Dollar Tree, and it took me 4 times to get this bow to look nice, and I gave up. So I just hot glued it in place. It's okay to cheat, no one will know. I got this ribbon bow in a 3-pack from Dollar Tree. I put it on top, and here we go. Here's this awesome candy bouquet for just a few dollars. This one I planned for being my husband, so I really liked that even with using the candy boxes for a base and the balloon, it ended up being about $5 for one candy bouquet. I realized I had a whole bunch of supplies left, so I wanted to see how many candy bouquets could I make. So I took a piece of foam and wrapped it in tissue paper. The only problem with this is it started to fall over when it would get top heavy. So if you're going to wrap a piece of foam in tissue paper, I would recommend to go ahead and put a piece of foam board around it. That way it will at least give a little bit of structure. That way you have something in there that lets it sit on the table nicely. I was making this one for my daughter who absolutely loves Skittles. So I went ahead and stuck this one with Skittles and wrapped some ribbon and one of those little bows, those ribbon bows again from Dollar Tree. This one ended up being less than $2. I had all of these supplies left over after I made a total of 6 candy bouquets. And some of them I started filling up a lot more than just 6 pieces in one. So for the same price as one $20 bouquet from Walmart, you can make around 8 different bouquets, and that seems a lot more worth my money. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to be making a candy bouquet and who you're going to be making it for. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and don't forget to stay festively frugal.